Does Theresa Caputo's daughter Victoria have a psychic ability like her mom? Theresa Caputo's psychic abilities have always been questioned ever since she came to prominence on her TLC show, Long Island Medium. Airing from 2011 to 2019, Theresa would meet with clients, who were both believers and skeptics, in the Long Island, New York area, where she would speak to their loved ones who had died. Whether people believed in Theresa's gift or not, she quickly became a celebrity in her own right, and her controversial show was a massive hit. After a long hiatus, she returned to reality TV with the series Theresa Caputo Raising Spirits on Lifetime. But while there are skeptics out there, her children truly believe their mother is a medium. In fact, her daughter Victoria might also possess her mother's ability to talk to those who have crossed over. Theresa Caputo grew to fame with her TLC show Long Island Medium. The reality TV star, who can speak to the dead, is also a mom to two children, Lawrence Larry Caputo Jr. and Victoria Caputo, with whom she shares with her ex-husband, Larry Caputo. The two were married for 28 years before they divorced in 2018. Having a mom who could speak to the dead was something both Victoria and Lawrence accepted. Speaking to Brooks Marks in an episode of In the Nose, Growing Up Reality, Victoria shared that it was normal. So from what I can remember growing up, I always known my mom talking to dead people, and that was my life. I'd come home from school, she would be in the kitchen reading whoever, and I'd go upstairs to my room, and then, when she was done, I'd be able to go downstairs. One setback Victoria did face as she was growing up was telling her friends what her mother does for a profession. Victoria told Brooks, "You know how in school people would always ask what your parents do. I would just say that my mom is a stay-at-home mom." As People reported, Theresa shared in an interview with Today that her children, especially her son Lawrence, found his mother's fame annoying after she got her own television show. However, that didn't mean that he nor Victoria did not accept their mother's gifts. Theresa also shared that she even used her special abilities to play jokes on her son. "I remember saying to my son one time when he was going out with his friends as a teenager, 'Listen, my friends are going to be watching you.' And he's like, 'What friends?' And I'm like, 'The dead ones. So they're gonna tell me if you're doing something wrong.' Sometimes certain genes pass down from one family member to another. It could be anything from eye color to an athletic skill. For Victoria Caputo, it might mean having her mother's unique gift to talk to the dead." When speaking to Brooks Marks, Victoria did not exactly state that she shared the same abilities, but believed she possessed some sort of gift to communicate to those who had passed. "This is hard because I feel like I'm navigating. Usually, I can feel someone's emotions or elements or points things like that." Victoria added, "I can also do a little bit of what my mom does. I normally don't share that with anybody. I like to keep that kind of quiet." If Victoria does have a natural gift like her mom, fans would certainly love to see her on her own show. In a Season 1 episode of Theresa Caputo's new series on Lifetime, Theresa Caputo Raising Spirits, the psychic medium sat down with her daughter Victoria, where she told her that she believed her ability absolutely is hereditary. Theresa told her daughter that she most certainly had a psychic sense. "I feel like you tend to sense and feel things that I don't think most people do." Victoria replied, "I definitely notice things that potentially could be spiritual, but sometimes I ignore them." Victoria shared that she would sometimes see people in the corner of her eye that weren't really there. After seeing them for a second time, she could hear who it was right away. Victoria is a mother to a daughter named Michelina, who she welcomed in February 2022, with her husband, Michael Mastrandria. In the same episode, Theresa shared that even her granddaughter, Victoria's daughter, had traits of a medium. During their conversation, Victoria told her mom that her daughter has had times when she saw people who weren't there, including a time when Michelina said there was a young boy in their car who wasn't there. However, Theresa Caputo is coming to Colombia. Just before her show, she took time to sit down with ABC Columbia anchor Doug Curran for an up-close and personal interview about what you can expect at her show, coming to the Koger Center for the Arts.